Hey guys, Dr. Brown here again with Kubo Math coming to you from Tarlac City, Philippines. So hopefully you've had a good day and let's get after some algebra here. So now we're talking about coefficients and evaluating. So when you look at a coefficient, what is that? Well, it's just the number that's multiplied by the variable that's of concern. So in this case, what's the coefficient of 2 times x, or 2x? What is that? Well, the coefficient, the number that's multiplying that, would be 2. If I have this equation, v plus 5, so the variable is v, it's 1 times v, so the coefficient would be 1. 7 minus 6 times y, so y is the variable, and negative 6 is a coefficient that's multiplied times y. 5 minus k, so now it's 5 minus 1k, and so that's a negative 1. So in this case, 5 times 3 minus 2m. Recall the distributive property. Oh, here's those rules. We got to keep those rules in mind. So somebody might say, well, the coefficient is 2. Well, let's go ahead and distribute the 5 into that. So 5 times 3 is 15 minus 5 times 2m, which is 10m. So now what's the coefficient of m? It's a negative 10. So we could have equations where here's an equation and the variables are defined for us, and we just need to go through and quantify that from an algebraic equation into a numeric equation because all the values will be known. So a plus b, let's say a equals 2, b equals 7, c equals a negative 4. So in this case, a plus b, 2 plus 7, and that equals 9. What's a times b? Well, that's 2 times 7, and that equals 14. Now c divided by a. So c was negative 4 divided by 2. Oh, here comes one of those rules. Negative divided by positive is a negative. So now this number times this one has to give me a negative 4. So negative 2 times positive 2 gives me a negative 4. So now a plus b plus c. So I have 2 plus 7 plus a negative 4. So 2 plus 7 is 9 plus a negative 4. And now we're on our number line out here. Let's say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm out here at 9. And what did I have? 0 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 0 is here. So if I have that situation and we're out here at 9, recall we said in our rules if we would always change that to a plus and then let the sign of this number tell us which way to go. So over here is negative, this way is positive. So I'm at 9. I have to go over 4 units, 8, 7, 6, 5. So here we are. So 9 plus a negative 4 equals 5. I would encourage you, and maybe this one's not so complicated, but when you get into one, if you're like me, when I'm subtracting a negative, that's when I get confused. So I have to change that to plus a positive. So that works for me. So whatever works for you in that regard, as long as it's correct. But I would encourage you to do this for a while until you get comfortable. So now let's b minus a. So I have b, which was 7, minus 2. We could say that's plus a negative 2, so that's 5. B minus C. So now I have 7 minus a negative 4. Oh me. Here comes the one that gets me. So minus a negative is plus a positive. So that's 7 plus a positive 4. That equals 11. That's not so obvious to me. So minus a negative plus a positive. Now this one, we have an equation, y equals 8 minus 5x. But x is defined as 3. So let's insert it. So we have 8 minus 5 times 3. So that equals 8 minus 15. So that's 8 plus a negative 15. So we're at 8. And we would be going this way 15 units. And that puts us at negative 7. Now the last one, y equals 10x plus 2. And x equals 0. 0 times any number is what? If you say 1, I'm coming to your house. 0 times anything is 0. So I have y equals 10 times 0 plus 2. So 0, this just goes away, y equals 2. So these are some simple examples of how you could understand the coefficients first off, but then evaluate expressions and change them from algebraic to numeric if you know certain variables. Or if you know the answer for the variable, in this case we knew 2, 7, and negative 4, and we could just plug those in for the respective values or variables in the equations. So hopefully this helps. Again, keep studying your rules in our first video, and we're going to keep going through more and more and more equations and evaluating them over time. So hopefully you like this video. Subscribe, send it out to everybody you can, just so people can see it and get used to Kubo Math as we begin to grow our channel. And together let's build a better tomorrow. Thank you, and see you next time.